There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Finally, some action. I swear, this game's just gonna be cutscene simulator. I thought I saw something.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
It wasn't me who went looking for it.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Let's see.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
No prohibition around here.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Oh boy. Why the stranded whale?
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. And I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
It's true that they were strange.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
It's not speaking ill if it's true.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
The way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Enough said about Sarah Hawking.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Find out about Darkwater. Okay, that's we already did that one. Drink, leave. That's enough. I want to say that's enough alcohol, but
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
well, these are nice people. Where's the diary say? Darkwater Dog, go to the farm, talk to Bradley, talk to Fitzroy. Who's Bradley?
What you looking at, stranger?
What a woman like you doing in a place like this? Or she can certainly put them away.
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Okay, fine. Let's see. Who's Bradley?
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What is this song?
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Okay, ew. The end of whaling.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
That'll be all.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Are you Bradley?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
You guys can pause this if you want to read it. I don't want to.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
Alright, well, none of these people are Bradley, so that's it for the bar. Where's the door again?
Please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
There's been a murder.
If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Okay, now they're just repeating.
Same goes for you, sir. Move along.
These sailors get upset over nothing.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me. These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Sure, I won't go near Warehouse 36. Wink, wink, fingers crossed. What about here? What are these guys talking about?
But you can stay to watch if you want. You can pick up the pieces.
Come on, you bastard.
Nothing for you here
You'll
either.
see what a true sailor's
Beat
got in
it.
his belly. You hear that? You bilge rats don't scare me.
Well, they scare me. Okay, now just talk to Fitzroy. Fitzroy? Knock knock.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
I don't want to snoop too much, but I am going to snoop.
This place seems half abandoned.
Okay, maybe not right in front of him.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Oh, this table.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Great, no help at all. Okay, good, he's not here. Just going to take a detour. Stuff, any stuff? Oh, okay. So the levels are kind of closed off, but you can definitely find items within them. Okay, helpful. And now I feel less bad.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
I don't feel bad about putting most of my points in most likely the wrong places. Okay, I thought that portrait was shining. What about here? Ah, yes, the bathroom, of course. What about this?
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Under control, you cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. Sounds like he's being threatened. Where did he go? There you go.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these war frats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
The documents are unreadable.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
What did Charles Hawkins really do for a living? Or, no, yeah. What did Charles Hawkins really do for a living?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder?
Okay, so I may have messed up a bit. I need to read these before I actually choose. Okay. That's a bit personal. Okay, a lot of these are personal. I saw the killer whale on the wharf.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Why are they putting it back into the sea?
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
What would have killed it?
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
So, Hollow Earth theory. Okay. What is the miraculous catch?
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailors' return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I've been there, done that. Okay. I'm gonna leave these off till later.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Literally.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belongs to the Hawkins family. Or investigation professional. Unlocked against. Ooh. You underestimate me.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Okay, no. Talk about Darkwater. The photograph looks strangely like you.
I was looking at your photograph, the one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay. I'm just gonna bite the bullet. Who's Cat?
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
So I'm guessing Cat's the woman in the bar. Okay, thank you very
I
much.
shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
I see now. Okay. Let's... Okay, yes. So I put most of my points in here, here, in investigation, and psychology. How do I... Oh, okay. These are the people, clues, Tory, Lost Battalion. Great, different chapters. That makes things so much easier. Okay, I want to put more skills into investigation, that way I don't miss the skill checks. But at the same time, I feel like psychology, I feel like these three at the bottom are going to become very helpful later. And, okay, so that book I found already gave me 12%, so that... Okay, got it. Then in that case... Yes. No. No. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Now then. Okay, so those were the bootleggers. You shysters, you're crazy. Okay, fisherman. And nothing more. Okay, to the warehouse.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Seems that this cat person really is the boss of this town. How do I get it?
Where do you think you're going?
Nowhere. Others are interested in the warehouse. I must get into the warehouse. What are the police doing here?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What do you know about the Hawkins?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Not gonna promise that. That's not the entrance. Okay, well, those guys are guarding that entrance, so this way. Can I talk to you?
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
You're not scared of their boss. This one. You're not scared of their boss?
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
What are the bootleggers doing around here?
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Do I really have to speed walk all the way over to him again? Maybe a quick speed walk back to the captain would be good. What, is this the hidden item? Or is there something else that I'm missing? Oh.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Okay, so... Okay, got it.
Whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. This ratchet device seems to be usable.
Okay, well, I think it's saying that there's one more item, but I don't know where.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Okay, I think I have to get up there, but how? Oh, no, wait. Oh.
An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order.
Okay, got it. How do I put the lighter away? How do I... Oh, okay. Now then. Where... Ah.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Then do it.
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Cryptic. Hey, where's the ladder? Okay, but before I do that, just a quick jump out to go talk to the captain. Hello, Capitan.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
The bootleggers have blocked access to the warehouse.
Apparently, the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Okay, so basically just already telling us what we already know. Perfect. Down the rabbit hole we go. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, I'm tripping.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
Part of me feels like it is toxic. We should probably get out of here. That's not the exit. Oh my god, this is Resident Evil Biohazard vibes right here. Oosh! You know, I knew something was gonna happen. I knew it. Just didn't want to believe it, but I knew it. You gotta wonder though, is it because of the dreams or is it because of the gas?
This is primitive.
This one seems new. It's talking about the village. Oh, okay, that's probably just the sun then. Well, nothing else here. I'd say so far the game's okay, but it could be better in some cases. Oh, down here.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
The heck?
What happened here?
Oh, it's like Detective Vision.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Okay, is that all of them? Just a quick scan. Yep, I think that's it.
Someone has settled in here.
Oh shit.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Yo no hablo inglés? Okay, fine. Someone else is interested in the Hawkins case.
Look around you. Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again.
Cat, I presume.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
She seems lovely.
This mansion.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.